Alright, so basically what we're going to go ahead and discuss here is the 2019 JP banners. Basically, in NA, it's going to be 2021 banners. And I'm just going to tell you guys what I think about these banners, what servers you should roll for, and just basically just give you my opinion on all the upcoming stuff for 2021 for FGO USA. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So obviously the one banner that's going to start off the year is going to be the Lucky Bag Summon 2021 or guaranteed summon. So you're guaranteed a 5-star servant that is limited basically. So, Skasaha, Scotty, Iskandar, the Summer Servants, Soji Alter, etc., etc. And if I remember correctly, this is all going to be bunched up together. Like, it's not divided into classes. It's just all the limited servants bunched up together. So you're guaranteed one of the limited servants from every limited banner that existed in FGO USA. Obviously, I always think anyone should roll for this. Like, just pay the 15 quartz and get yourself a guaranteed 5-star, get a dupe, get a new servant, etc. Is it the best guaranteed gacha servant banner? It's okay. It's not the best because it's not divided into classes so that you can slim it down for the class, but it's still a guaranteed 5-star. And hey, I always recommend doing it even if you're F2P. So that's going to start off the year. And then of course there's going to be some pickup summons for New Year's. Gilgamesh, Kasaha, Narrowcaster, Janada Arc Alter, Hokusai, Cleopatra, and Sigurd are all coming back. So I did say last year that Sigurd was a servant that you can skip when he comes out on Lostbelt 2. And now he comes back on New Year's. And if you really want Sigurd, roll for him during the pickup banner. But out of this right here, I think Hokusai might be the one servant that I would highly recommend picking up because she's just that good. She's the foreigner, which is very limited in FGO, and yeah, she's just really good for the berserker fights. But if you need a really good archer, Gilgamesh is always there, but he comes back later in the year because of Gilfest. So if you want to skip on Gilgamesh, skip on Gilgamesh. And if you need a Lancer, Skasaha is there. If you need a AoE caster, Narrowcaster is there. I wouldn't roll for Cleopatra. Here's the reason. There's going to be a way better assassin coming out later in the year, and I highly recommend rolling for her instead of Cleopatra. For Janada Arc Alter, I'm sure a lot of you guys already have Janada Arc Alter by now. If not, I mean, I would roll for her, but yeah, I would probably just aim for either Hokusai or Skasaha, maybe Narrow Bride. It's gonna be a while until Narrow Bride comes back too, so. But that's up to you guys. And then scrolling down a little bit, Beniema will come back, or not come back. This is going to be Beniema's first time coming in to FGO USA. Great arts, single target saber. There's also some art servants coming up like Fion and Tamamo no Mae. Fion actually becomes a really decent arts farmer lancer, so he's not bad. Tamamo no Mae, I know a lot of you guys love Tamamo, and she is a great art support until Castoria comes out. So yeah, I think this is actually a really good banner to roll. Beniema does come back next year during New Year's, so I mean, you could wait for her, but Dechi is pretty good if you need a single target saber. As for Assassin Li Shu Wen, 5-star Li Shu Wen, I would skip. I would skip on Li Shu Wen just because of Kama, which I'll talk about her later. But yeah, I would just skip on Li Shu. This banner in general, the New Year's Part 2 pickup summon, I would skip this banner in general. And then Heaven's Field Gacha. I don't know what NA is gonna do about this. I don't know if they're gonna bring this to the NA version, because you know Heaven's Field Part 2 already came out. Maybe they'll change it up and name it something different, like they did with the what do you call it, the Kilmahu Gacha this year. So I'm not sure if they actually threw this up already in the NA version, but if it does come out, I would probably skip. And then Prisma Ilya is getting a rerun, of course. Prisma Ilya, of course, is the 5-star caster. They're also going to be adding Mew for the first time. Mew, honestly, is kind of whatever, but I know a lot of you guys are going to roll just because of the character. So, can't really stop you there. But I personally would skip it. But, I mean, limited servants. We don't know when the next time they'll come back. And then we go into Valentine's. Murasaki Shikibu comes in. So Murasaki Shikibu is an AoE caster. She's really good, actually. I actually personally like her. I use her all the time. And of course, Honjo Raita, one of the best artists in FGO as of right now. She's been getting a lot of attention this year in JP. So yeah, I think Murasaki Shikibu is a great servant to pick up, especially if you are a Kayano Ai fan. But she actually does come back later in the year if the NA version decides to bring the banner. Again, it's a Kilmahu banner, so they might end up changing it to something else, like, or you know, changing the title of the banner. But she does come back later in the year, so it is okay to skip on Valentine's, but that's up to you guys. Then we have Fate Extra CCC making a return, and this is your chance to pick up Melta Lilith. She is really good, and yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with picking up Melta Lilith. She's just really good with Scotty. But after that is going to be King Protea. King Protea, I mean, she is a really strong servant, and I know a lot of you guys just want her because of best daughter, so I don't see why not. And plus the Gilgamesh CE is just too good not to have. The Conquering the Great Sea of Stars, that CE is just too strong not to have. So just rolling for that CE itself is, you know, not bad at all. But I can see a lot of you guys trying to aim for Melta Lilith or King Protea here. So, and then we have Moriarty. I believe this is the Chaldea Boys Collection pickup. So Moriarty, the reason why he is picked up here is because he actually is the main servant for the story. Plus, he gets a new Spiritron dress. So if you want dandy looking Moriarty here, why not? But is he a servant that you could skip on? Yes. So I personally would skip this banner, but at the same time, if you are a huge Moriarty fan like myself, I would roll. And then here it is. This is the one servant that I do think you should roll for in 2021. Kama. Kama is just stupidly good. Like, stupidly good. Like, a lot of people like to compare her with Jack. Jack is strong too. If you have Jack, I think you could skip this banner, but at the same time, Kama is just too good not to have. So yeah, Kama is definitely a servant that I highly recommend rolling for. MP2 Kama is nice. It really is. And then that same event, Tokugawa Kaiten Labyrinth event, will also get a pickup 2 summon. Kiara is gonna be there. I mean, I think a lot of you guys already have Kiara by now, but if you don't, you could roll for her. But I just think if you're gonna roll for this banner, you could just, you know, save it or just use everything on Kama. But Kama does come back next year. Just remember that. Kama does come back next year, so it's okay for you guys to skip this banner and just wait for next year. Like, if you already have Jack the Ripper, I think it's okay to skip the Kama banner and save for other servants coming out this year, and then roll for her next year. And then GudaGuda is coming back as well. Again, this is This is the best time to pick up Alter Ego, or not Alter Ego. I'm sorry. Okita Soji Alter. So if you don't have Okita Soji Alter, why not? But at the same time, I think a lot of you guys already rolled for her last year, so I think this is actually a banner you can skip. And then the Case Files collab event is finally coming into the NA version. If you don't have Lord Elementoid, this is probably the best time to pick him up because he is rate up. I mean, he does randomly come if you keep rolling because he is permanently in the gacha. But if you want to get him on a rate up, why not roll for that? But at the same time, I think it's okay to skip. And then Rhinus comes in. This is again the first time she comes in, and she is okay because a lot of people have mixed feelings with Rhinus because she's a writer, so she takes up a lot of stars. She's a great support, by the way, but the stars is probably a huge problem. She does get a buff the year after, and she does get a rate up the year after as well. So you can skip this banner. It's okay to skip. Wait, did she get a gacha rate up in this year? Actually, I don't remember. Did she get a gacha rate up this year? I know she got a buff. Yeah, she does, right? Yeah, okay, she does. Yeah, she gets a gacha rate up as well. So you can skip this banner and just wait for next year, the following year. So, and most likely she's gonna come back in JP next year because of the rerun. So she'll be back in the next 2 years. So you can skip if you already have really good supports. And then we get into bait. This is complete bait here. May 26th, May 10th through the 26th. All baits. Class pickup summons, bait. So you can completely skip these. I highly recommend skipping these because later on, there's gonna be some interlude campaigns too, huh? Oh, yeah, that's right. They're bringing back Amado Meho. This is gonna be the Janida arc Alter event, right? I think, yeah, that's the event of his Janida arc with Bartholomew coming out. So yeah, like this entire month, the entire month of May is basically just like bait, so you can completely skip all those banners there. And then starting in June, early June, or probably late May for the NA version, Lostbelt Chapter 4 will come in, and it will bring in Jinako and Arjuna Alter. You got Lostbelt Part 1 gacha, skip. You can completely skip the Lostbelt Part 1 gacha. You don't need that. Jinako is like kind of whatever's. So, but if you need a Moon Cancer, I mean, you can. Yeah, you can skip the Moon Cancer, like, because Summer is coming back. BB Summer is coming back, so you can skip on the Moon Cancer. Lakshmi Bai, she's actually pretty good as a saber. William Tell, I don't think anyone uses William Tell nowadays, but yeah, Part 1 gacha you can skip, and they're all permanent too, so yeah, you can completely skip on Part 1. Part 2 is where you want to look at. You have 3 new servants coming in. Karna also gets a pickup summon, so if you need a 5-star Lancer, why not roll for that? But Arjun Alter, completely broken. Best AoE Berserker in the game, does a shit ton of damage. So I would highly recommend rolling for Arjun Alter. If you already have Raiko, then it's okay. You can skip on it if you want, but Arjun Alter does not come back for a while. Like I don't think we've got a rate up recently for Arjun Alter. So I again highly recommend rolling for him. He's just too broken not to pick up. He's crazy. I'm rolling for Asclepius. Oh, you'll get him for sure. No matter what. And then 17 million download will be coming in, which I believe is going to be something different in NA because I don't think you guys are close to 17. Narrow Bride comes back. Again, if you need a single target art saber, again, you can skip on Benny Emma, go for Narrow Bride instead. But I think this is also a gacha you can can skip. And then GudaGuda comes in. I don't think I can stop you guys from rolling. I know a lot of you guys want Maonobu no matter what. So, like, personally, I think this is the gacha to skip. I really do. I honestly think this is, like, such a disappointing gacha because Maonobu looks amazing. A lot of people were hype about her, but when you look at her skills, my god, they're pretty bad. But she does come back next year, so just saying, you can skip GudaGuda this year, and or you can skip GudaGuda in 2021 and roll for her in 2022. But who knows? I see a lot of you guys rolling for her just because she's Nobu, you know. So, and then summer rerun. This is your chance to pick up a couple of the best servants in the game. Janna the Arc Archer, best AoE archer arts that can loop, especially when next year or 2022 comes around. Castoria is gonna freaking make her amazing. And then you got Dantes. If you don't have Dantes, I would roll for Dantes. And but I mean, at the same time, you don't really need to roll for Dantes because he's gonna be replaced with Art Servants. So once Castoria comes out. But I know a lot of you guys are gonna try and get BB because there are so many BB fans out there. But at the same time, I don't think it's really something you need. But I can definitely see you guys picking her up. And then we have Da Vinci Lily. Da Vinci Lily is really good. She does come back the following year, but Da Vinci Lily is such a great servant, great art looper, writer. So great for those QP farming, great for those arts killers. And once Castoria comes out, she is just, God man, she's amazing. But again, you can skip her and wait for next year for sure. And then we have oh yeah, there's also going to be like the Lostbelt banners too alongside Da Vinci Lily. So there's going to be like the Lostbelt 1 with Da Vinci Lily, Lostbelt 2 servants with Da Vinci Lily, etc. So unfortunately, they're going to skip Lostbelt 4 though, which kind of sucks. There's also going to be like an Epic Remnant pickup gacha too, so yeah. And then there's going to be the guaranteed gacha for anniversary. I believe this is going to be, this is going to be separated into 3 nights and extra class, and it's going to be for cavalries and alter egos only. So, you know, choose your poison. I highly recommend going for, you know, the class that you really need or the servant that you're trying to target for. So this is always nice to roll for. And then Summer 4 Las Vegas is finally coming in, and in these 3 banners there are 3 servants I think you should target. There's going to be Musashi, of course, Musashi Berserker. At first she's like whatever's, honestly, but once Castoria comes out, she becomes one of the best AoE farming servants in the game. So, and plus you guys are Musashi fans, so I can definitely see you guys rolling for her a lot. Merlin, he's gonna be right up for 3 days only, every Sunday. So if you need Merlin, gotta mark your calendars, gotta remember that he's only up every Sundays. And then banner number 2 will bring in Melta Lilith, who is a great AoE Lancer arts. And again, once Castoria comes out, she just becomes really good. But a lot of you guys are obviously going to aim for either Okta J Soji, because, you know, Okta swimsuits, or Bunny Arturia. Like, it's just waifu reasons. Like, I think Summer 4 is definitely waifu reasons. And again, this banner does get a rerun in 2022, so you can skip it if you want, but at the same time, you guys aren't. Like, just waifus here, like, for sure. And then scrolling down a little bit more, there's going to be a Fate Grand Order Memories banner. I don't know if you guys are getting this. I doubt it. I doubt you guys are getting this. If anything, they're going to name it something different, but I doubt this banner is coming for you guys. And then class pickup summon, bait is coming back again. More bait, more bait, more bait. more bait, more bait, bait, bait. Wait, hold on. Is Origin alternate? No, he's not. So yeah, bait, bait, and then Battle New York comes back. Again, if you need Gilgamesh, why not roll here? We also get Kilmahu again. I don't know if the Kilmahu gacha is coming back, like, or I don't know if they're giving this to you guys. I mean, they did do it this year, so it's possible that they're gonna bring this and name it something different. So, but these two actually come back. Both Murasaki Shikibu and Sakata Kintoki do come back the following year, so you can skip this one. And Ishtar comes back, so if you need Ishtar, you can, you know, roll for her. I guess it's like either Gilgamesh or Ishtar. Which AoE Buster Archer do you want? Personally, I think you guys already have Ishtar, so you can probably skip that if anything. And then after that, Halloween is coming back, Revival. I think you can skip this unless you want Shuten Doji really bad, but again, I think it's okay to skip because the next couple banners is probably what you guys want to roll. Mysterious Heroine X comes in, Ishtar, Space Ishtar comes in, and Saber Wars Part 2 brings in Mysterious Heroine Double X. And I know a lot of you guys are definitely going to roll this because of Space Ishtar. She's kind of like okay once she first comes out, but once Castoria comes out, she becomes the best farming servant in FGO at that time. Yeah, like she becomes the best FGO farmer. She already is in JP, and she doesn't get a rate up the following year. So I highly recommend rolling for Space Ishtar so that you can get ready for Castoria. Jane is just like an added bonus basically. So yeah, I mean, definitely Space Ishtar is a must in my opinion. Try to get MP2 if you're gonna roll for a Space Ishtar. MP2 Space Ishtar is definitely gonna be really good. And then 18 million download. Again, I don't know if you guys are gonna hit 18 million by this time, but Skasa Haskadi is coming back as well. So if you want to have that quick farming team set up, roll for Skasa Haskadi here. But the following year, once Castoria comes out, you're barely gonna see any Scotties on your friends list. But still, Skasa Haskadi is still nice to have. And then there's gonna be a Fate prototype banner. I don't know if you guys are getting this. I don't think you guys are getting this banner. If anything, again, they're gonna change the title to something else. But Christmas is also getting is coming back, or not coming back. This is also getting a run. 2019 again. For some reason they skipped 2018 Christmas. I don't know why, but Saber Astolfo is coming in, and he is pretty good. Not bad at all. Works really well, and you could probably skip it honestly because it does get a rerun, so you don't really need to roll for Saber Astolfo right away. But and then the next banner, this banner right here, Super Orion. Super Orion. This crit buster monster is coming in. This guy is freaking coming in. This guy is a must roll in my opinion. If you need a single target if you need a single target archer, there you go. That's what you need right there. That's what you need. But yeah, a lot of great servants coming out in 2021 for NA. Like it's insane. Like when as a JP player, I was like, holy crap, these servants are broken. And again, we can't, like in JP, we don't know what's coming. Like NA, you guys know what you guys want. So again, like I think you guys should really plan out what you want to roll. Like especially if you're F2P, my goodness, like there's just so many great servants coming out. Like I think if anything, my top servants to roll for in 2021 are Arjuna Alter, Chad Orion, Orion, and Kama and Da Vinci Lily. Like again, Kama and Da Vinci you can skip because they come back in 2022. But I think, yeah, for sure, Arjuna Alter and Orion are like probably a must in my opinion. And Space Ishtar. I'm sorry, I forgot about Space Ishtar. Space Ishtar is also a must in my opinion. So.